Today I'm going to show you how to make a winter themed wreath with a foam core inside. Now this is the first time I have attempted to do this, so it's trial and error for me as well. I found a lot of inspiration online, and there are a lot of different ways that you can customize this idea to make it your own look and theme. First, I'm starting and I am painting this foam core that I got at the Dollar Tree because I want my wreath to be a blue and white and light, like icy feel, and the green just does not work. I'm going to be covering this with ribbon that you can see on the right hand side. However, the ribbon that I got is very see-through, so I need to paint the foam core. If you get a different ribbon that is opaque and it totally covers the foam, then you can totally skip this step. Depending on the quality of your paint, you may need 2 coats or 1 coat may be sufficient, or like I said before, you may not need to do this at all. I knew I was going to need 2 coats, and I ended up blending my second coat, but this is all the first coat. So now I just finished the first step, which was painting my foam base of my wreath color of choice. Please make sure that if a second coat is needed or if the desired color is not what you like, that you first wait for the first coat to completely finish drying. This was dry. This video has been done in segments, so I made sure that the darker blue was completely dry before I did this part. So I'm just going to keep painting this all the way around. Again, you could do this in any color. You can do it in gold. You can do it in red. I just want to keep with my theme, which is going to match with my color of my ribbon. And then it's going to be a winter wonderland kind of look. Complete painting your whole wreath center in your color of choice, and watch your fingers because you don't want to have fingerprints on it. And then sit it down and let it dry. Make sure you sit it down on the side that you don't want to be showing because this will be against a wall. It is the next day, so I let this sit overnight. I'm very happy with the color, and there's still gonna be this, which is the color I used. I thought it was this opaque blue with just white sparkles, but I couldn't open it at the store, so it's very see-through, so I had to have this background. So I'm just gonna play around with it and see how it looks wrapped up, and see if I hot glue it or what, but I'm just gonna play with that right now. This was a lot of trial and error, and it didn't work out perfectly the first time, but I figured out some things that work. So this is the second half I did. Notice I didn't make it all the way around, but that's actually okay because this is gonna have snowballs on it. This part is thicker. I don't think it looks as good because it's like bulging out, but this part I made tighter. So I noticed that pulling it tautly, this would have been a little easier for this wreath if the ribbon were like this, if it weren't this wide, because it's with this size wreath, like I'm turning it so much, and of course it's square and it's trying to make it go around, and so just trying to pull it tautly. That made this side a lot cleaner. I wanted to re-wrap one side of the wreath, however, it was just kind of stuck, so I ended up redoing the whole thing. Made it a lot nicer because I held it a lot more taut. Really depends on what kind of fabric, ribbon you are using to wrap. So it's a lot of trial and error, but it came out a lot better. While this is nice and taut, I'm gonna go get a pinch of hot glue and just secure it and make sure it's really taut, because I'm not looking for a bushy feeling here. So this is the back. Down here at the bottom where my hand is where I hot glued it pretty well. So that's gonna be the bottom, and now I'm gonna play with putting the figurines in and hot gluing them, and then it'll be the cotton ball snow time. There's my bottom. These I got at the Dollar Tree. I always like putting things in threes. It's actually gonna fit a lot better now. The thing is that since the bottom isn't flat, the gluing might be interesting. But big one in the middle. See, this is where it's tricky. See, they're like, It's like, should I take them off of that thing? I feel like if I just take this off, I can just stick them right in and just glue them. Oh yeah, look, this is even hot glued in here itself. Oh look, it's actually unscrewing right out. I could stick it right in, put some hot glue and stick it in. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Definitely. So I'm literally unscrewing these trees, but again, you can use whatever you want. Like, I think it would look really cute to do one that was like had 3 little gingerbread people, snowflakes in the middle. So I still want to hot glue it to make it extra, especially because it'd be way harder to stick this into this with the ribbon and not mess up the ribbon. So I'm wondering, would that even go through? When I unscrewed the original bottoms of these Dollar Tree trees, I realized that it was like a wire bottom and it would be really hard to push or impossible to push through the fabric to get to the middle foam. So I just ended up cutting them off and using hot glue, but possibly a good idea to try to stick them in, especially if you didn't use the ribbon all the way around. I only did that because I just had a little bit left, but that would have made this a lot easier. Okay, perfect. This one's like, so now I can fiddle with, and now I can just glue it right on there. All right, so let's see. Okay, come on, Cass. Glue bottom. Which way do I want it facing? More like that. There. Good, I'm at the glue bottom. Shoot, I'm not in the middle. Shoot. Put it this way and stick the glue gun in. So this is the hardest part. Again, it depends what you have. See, I'm just kind of gonna stick the glue gun in. The bottom of this tree will not be showing. Thank the Lord. Or the bottom of this wreath. See, it would be nice if I could have just stuck that bottom thing into wire into the styrofoam, but I just did not see it happening with the amount of ribbon, even though it has a lot of holes in it. All right, got a good amount of glue on that back there. Of course, I want to let it dry. And also remember that this is going to be against the back of a wall, so I can't have the trees being back any farther. If anything, I want them more forward. Stick more glue in there. Just kind of stick in the bottom. I can put a nice big piece of snow right in the front. Just gotta try to hold this here. I have secured all of my trees with lots of hot glue, and now I have a whole pile over here of cotton balls, and I'm just finding like the perfect ones that aren't, I don't know, that just look right for the spot, and I'm going all the way down here, and this is the middle, like this sits straight, so I want to make it even on both sides going down, and then the rest of this will stay blue. So I'm not sure how far I want to go up. I think to like here on the sides, but then I don't know. I'm gonna just kind of play with it and see what I think as I go along. I think this is really cute. If I could put some sparkles on the trees. And my trees are staying on. Whew. Luckily it won't be moving. This is obviously not an outdoor wreath. It's not the final look. Obviously it's gotta be hung up. I do want to put some glitter on it. I only have glitter paint. Right now it is silver, but that would just make a mess with cotton balls, so it's a little tricky. Now I know why people use pom-poms sometimes, which is another way to go. All that's left for me to do is have some ribbon to hang this, possibly with a bow. I'm gonna play around with that, or I might get a store-bought bow that's like perfect, and my sparkles on the snow and the trees, and that's it. This was a pretty easy project. It was my first time doing it, and I can see it's going to be much easier other times around because I figured out what made it difficult and ways that work better. So I'm very happy with this, and I definitely think you should try it, and all different sizes and all different colors and themes, and I think it would make really cute holiday decoration inside your house. I hope you enjoyed this video.